Well, speaking on the forthcoming election in Osun State, a chieftain of the All Progressives Congress in Osun State, Adegboyega Bello, joins me now for more on that. Thank you very much for joining us on the news this hour. And so that, or now that campaigns for the governorship elections are due to start on the 11th of this month, which is next week. In terms of issue-based campaigns, what are your thoughts on the need for issue-based campaigns in Osun State ahead of the polls?
Thank you very much for having me. It's good to be here to speak with the audience tonight. As far as APC is concerned, we are very, very optimistic of our success comes the August 15 election. And what we want to do is just to make sure, that everything about the election is very objective based. Like we have been telling the current administration, this is going to be a referendum on the administration of Adeleke in the area of health, in the area of education, in the area of agri. So as far as we're concerned, our party, APC, is focused on objective campaign, and we want to make sure that everything we're going to be discussing with people are things that they can relate with, things that affect them, and we're going to be asking the key question: how better off are they compared to the last 3 years? So for us as a party, we're ready and we're raring to go. Once the campaign starts, you are going to see a very intentional and deliberate policy-focused campaign from our side and from our candidate.
We have also been talking about the need for the voters to be aware of their civic duties and for parties to also use this period to galvanize readiness on the part of the voters. What strategy do you think is needed to ensure that more of the electorate turn out en masse to cast their ballots?
Okay, so the key thing is actually, number one, is to create enthusiasm among the registered voters. But for the unregistered voter, APC on our side has activated all our mobilization departments across the unit throughout the state. And what we've done is just to make sure that every eligible voter is encouraged to register to vote. And then the next thing we're going to be doing is to sell our candidates, which we think is going to be a lot easier given his track record. Election is all about enthusiasm. Once any party presents the right candidate, you could be rest assured that this will galvanize people to want to come and vote. And in this very particular case, APC has picked the best among the best. And we want to believe that given his track record, his proven success at the different areas that he has worked and he has engaged with, we want to believe that the campaign period will give us and the voters the opportunity to be able to relate and interact together. And the more positive interaction we are having, the higher the enthusiasm that we're going to have, which we want to believe will lead to massive voters turnout on the election date itself.
Right, but we have just less than a minute for you to address this final question. Seeing as Bola Oyebamiji is going to be running against an incumbent who is seeking a second term, what does your candidate have going for himself to endear himself to the electorate? Did you get the question?
It's very simple. It's very simple. The next election is a referendum on the current government. And as far as we're concerned, the juries are out there. It's the total abysmal failure in several metrics that you may want to use to judge the government. Now compare that to the success track record of Asiwaju Bola Oyebamiji from his days as a banker to when he was the managing director of the state enterprise, to when he eventually became the commissioner of finance, and to his most recent public sector experience, which is as the managing director of Nigeria Inland Waterways. Everything about him has been very, very transformative, positive, and the fact that he's a relatable person is somebody whose grass to grace story people can relate to, we want to be, it's going to be a walkover for him against the incumbents.
Mr. Adegboyega Bello, we thank you very much for your contributions on TVC News at 7. And still ahead on TVC News.